Welcome back to a rather broke version now of Derail Valley with Freddy after we've just lost 500,000, half a million. Oh no. Right. Time to get things back on track. Time to slow things down a little, get a grip, and make some money. I think the first thing we need to do is do this shunting job. The excavators that we've just brought up. I think this could be good for making us some money. Then we'd have a sleep and potentially take this down to steel mill for further jobs onwards. Focus right now is going to be making our money back. Right. So, let's get this done and we can go from there. Thankfully we've got a DH4 up here now, so that'll make things a little bit easier. So, I shall see you when this is done and we're ready for handing. And welcome back. That's all that dropped off. Everything in its relevant place. Took a little bit because tracks were occupied, but we should still do it within time and without breaking anything. So nice 33,000, heading back towards Silent Shoe. Back towards where we want to be going. Right, so that's a harbour and town job, that's a city west job. There is nothing else going. Right. DH4. 600 tonnes up 2%. I think that's our limit with a DH4 really. So that's in C3. Go find this. I think our train is pointing the wrong way. Yes it is. I think we'll do this the easy way. Clear that. Costs us 2,500, but you know what? For the sake of it, I'm not going to argue. This job is 109 meters. Whoop. DH4 is 12, so call that 120. So we're now facing the right way. It just saves so much hassle. Of having to fart about turning the train round. Get. Not the easiest place here to turn around. Basically, I would have to come forward here. That here is one of the most difficult places to turn a train round, to be quite honest with you. Right, so steel mill. We're going to, let's get in some light. That will make things easier for you guys to see as well. In fact, sort of train out first. What's the brakes on these? So that one's to the right. That one's to the right. That one's to... Oh, I hate these trains. That one's to the right. That one's to the left. Hippie? Outside, outside. Outside. Looking for one that's facing inwards, basically. Of course, is the one that's at the front. Right, so the brake's off on the train. Wrong way. Office is down here. So we're going to Steel Mill to B3I. We're going to be... Oh, get round here. Coming in from the north of Steel Mill. So we can set Steel Mill. Keep right. Keep left. Keep left. Keep right. B3I. Happy days. Right. Points from here to there. So I want to come out Lime Ore Mine. Gonna keep right. We are going to keep right, come on this way. Around here, that one doesn't matter. Get to here, we will be a keep left. Keep right. That one doesn't matter. I'll keep right on that one, and that'll bring us into Steel Mill. Right, happy days. That should be us set. How long have we got to do this? 100 minutes. So we can afford to take some time. In other words, slow down, Freddy. Actually make the money. Whilst we're out and about, we need to re-look out for another DH6. Get some illumination. Correct gear, right. I'll see you guys down at Steel Mill. Going to need to refuel whilst we're here. Before we set off again, hopefully towards the harbour. But you never know. So we'll get this job handed in. Make our money. Thank you very much. 50,000. Bring our total up to 271, so we're heading back in the right direction financially. Oh, that's a nice big pickup job. Oh, may well be doing that one. That drop off we won't be. What we got heading to the harbour? Oh, I wish we could take that. I doubt there's a DE6 here. I severely doubt it. There's pickups, pickups, pickups for harbour. That one's for harbour. It's 741 tonnes. Ooh. She'll have a look at that in a minute. Right, first things we need to do is we need to repair and refuel our DH4. So, how we're going to do that is quite simple. Pull forward, pick an empty line, reverse back, and head over to the service yard. Start knocking these headlights down a bit now. The daylight is breaking. I think we're going to need that way for our eventual departure. It's this line here we really want. A little bit further forward. Just make sure we're fully clear. Yeah, that'll be nicely clear there. So, into reverse. Get the power on. Booty kicker in our high gear, because we're going to refuel anyway. As you probably saw on my way down, I recharged my torch and the wireless remote. So they're all good for us. Now some of the harbour is downhill, but there is an uphill climb. So we're still going to have to be careful and wait till we get our DE6 again. If we have our DE6 right now, we'd be putting quite a bit of weight down to the harbour. And earning quite a bit of money doing it. But we need our DE6. We need to go right back. It's this signal up here that we need. Whilst we're going back, I can go steel mill. Oh, well overshot it. Just let the brakes sort itself out. Keep left. Keep left. I think that's the keep right we need. So left, left, left. Left on that one. Turn these lights down now, as it is daytime. We don't need them. Don't want to be going super fast, but we don't want to be going super slow either. 30 will do us nicely. Keep an eye on the switch setter. That'll give us an idea if I've set this correctly. Since the derailment, I am second guessing myself a bit now. That was a very, very costly mistake. It shows you just how easy wet track couldn't get it slowed down. If that track had been dry, we wouldn't have derailed. Bring the speed down. Hit the brakes. Hit the cut off. Whilst we're here, we may as well do it all. Not used any sand because we're full, but diesel is going to be the main one that's going to cost us. So now we know DH4 is up to spec, and that's cost us 8,000. Happy days. Right. What have we got? We got D8, DE2 and a normal train, so yeah, as expected, no DE6 here. Didn't think there would be. Let's reverse the frick out of here. Much closer to the station. I'll stop and I'll decide what we're doing next. May as well stop here. Save us some diesel whilst I make decisions. Right, heading to the sawmill is out. Sit request, not interested in that. Pickups for goods factory in town. Yeah, we can do better. So one harbour job. That one's unfortunately going to be way too heavy for us until we get our D6 back. That one as well. Unfortunately, it's just pushing out. Leave it there for a minute. This one, because it's flat, there is a pretty good. That's a lot of money as well. So 3 pickups, load, and park up. I think that's going to be more than doable. What I'll do, as I've been skipping most of the shunting, I shall do this one as a time lapse, so that you can fully see what I'm doing. Right, I shall see you in a minute. it's not an overly exciting process to do shunting around the yard, as it never was. But this job is paying exceedingly well just to do this. And as we are in dire need of money right now, I am more than inclined to do this. So this is, you're going to see in a minute, is going to pay exceedingly well just for using a bit of diesel and shoving things around in the yard. We're still facing the right direction for departing. So let's hand this in. All complete. And we've just earned 71,000 just for doing that. 334,000 now. Isn't that lovely? And that's the job we've just done. Unfortunately, it's out of our weight range because we have got a bit of a hill to go up and we can only do 600 tons and we've got 77 tons, so the max we can really do is about 500. Oh, always difficult, always difficult. I think these two jobs might be the way forward. E8 and E9I drop off. Let's have a look at harbour. E's a nice straight. I'll probably come in, reverse back, go into E. So I'll set that as a keep right, keep right into the loading bay. So which one will be easier to drop off, E8 or E9? I'd say we do E9 first, so it's a right, a right, a right, a right, and a left. Drop E9I off first. So we need to pick up from B4O. It's probably the job we just shoved right the way down the other end. But c'est la vie. This is what it is. And B2. So B3 is going to be a right, that's going to be a left after we pull forward with that. I mean, it's going to be pushing our weight a bit, but 36, that's going to be at least another 60, 70,000 in the bank for successful delivery. Yeah, I can't argue with that. The main thing we need at the moment is money. So what would we... I've forgotten which one we're dropping off first. So we're going to drop E9. So coming that way. Right, 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 right. Left into 9. Yeah, so we want to pick that one up first. That one up second. So. Okay, I shall see you when this is all connected. Back in a minute. So that's our train all connected. Lovely here. We're not that far away from the station, so let's get these jobs handed in and we can get out of here. Now we're probably going to struggle a bit on the uphill as well as the braking for the downhill. Thankfully we know the harbour very well. So that's going to make it a little easier. I'll set the train off and moving. Waste little time. I'm on the wrong track, but that's not a big issue. I've not set our points yet. We'll do this, keep the speed low. Right, so I'm coming out of Steel Mill. We're going to go left, left again, keep left, keep right, keep left and into harbour. Happy days. We know harbour's set. Ooh. So we're going to come in, keep left, go right into C, into the loading bay, reverse back into E, drop 1, drop 2, go hand them in. Happy days, nice and straightforward. Right, the only thing I didn't work out was my train length. So we're 90 metres there, 108, so we'll call that 200 metres, plus my DH4, we'll call it 220. Just to be on the safe side. I'll get some power down, start a time lapse, and I'll see you down at the harbour. Back to the harbour again. As you can see, we successfully got out there. Just. There's the station. So I'll hit the brakes now. Yeah, it's a bit of a tricky climb out. with just the DH4, but we made it. No disasters. So we get these jobs handed in, and I've spied over in the wheelhouse 2 DE6s. So we need one. So our first job, 24,000. Thank you. Our second job, 30,000. That's paying the bills. 389,000. As per usual, we've got loads of jobs here. Absolutely loads. Even another one back up to Iron Ore Mine West. Up to Iron Ore Mine West. Ooh. Well, we shall have to have a look at that. Ore refinery, farm. There are certainly opportunities here. But I'm going to call that, I think, for an episode. I'm going to go hook up to the D6 in between episodes, give our DH4 a service. So we've got power again, and can take some big loads and make some big money. Because we need to, as well, look at restoring our museum DH6. Now, an option from here, as I really want to get 2 jobs really going up to machine factory area, is we could as we have the license for it, hook up to this, drag it up to the museum and drop that off, so we then got 2 jobs to pick up from machine factory. Especially as we've not found the remaining 3 so far. We're missing the 282-730A, the DM3 and the DE2. So if you do happen to spot them out and about whilst I'm driving around, please let me know where, and I shall add them to our list and we shall go collect them. But until next time, take it easy.